I believe that there is media that we consume that helps us see the world differently. A film showing you an everyday concept from a different perspective, a song expressing words that you couldn't think of on your own. Sometimes it could completely change your world, that unique perspective that just changes your brain chemistry. Even thinking to yourself that you are a better person now that you've experienced this. Hello and welcome to another video. I wanted to talk about a manga I've been reading for quite a while, and it's coming close to the conclusion of the story, so it just has me reminiscing on the experiences I had, the tears I shed, and the moments of absolute bliss. And I am talking about the masterpiece of a manga called Vinland Saga. I made a video about Vinland Saga before, but I truly wanted to express what this manga means to me. This is more of a personal dive on who I am. I grew up without a true father figure for most of my life. I did have someone I thought was my father, but it was nothing more than an abusive excuse of a man. So growing up, it was mostly raised by women. I would say I'm more connected with my emotions than most boys my age. I didn't have a father figure, nor did I fully understand what it meant to be a man, to be strong, to be tough, to be violent. I longed for a father figure most of my early life. Most of my life I had the same question: what does it mean to be a man? And this is where Vinland Saga comes to help me reflect on that question I had most of my life. How did Vinland Saga change my life? It was just the lesson that Thorfinn learned on his journey to become a true warrior and learn what that truly means. Early on, he's consumed by rage to get revenge on Askeladd for killing his father, and I tell you, when I was watching for the first time and at the end of the season it says end of prologue, I knew I was in for a wild ride. I decided to start reading the manga at this point and get to the farm arc, where Thorfinn is the complete opposite spectrum of the drowning and violence that he currently was. Thorfinn is just waiting for death to find him and put him out of his misery, yet this would be too easy for him. It would be too easy for someone to make mistakes and then just give up, especially someone who is haunted by all the lives he took. So what do you do from this point? What does someone who has literally hit the bottom do with all the sins weighing down on your heart and soul? Regrets, pain, anger, you bring all of that with you. You carry that weight and redeem yourself through your actions. Thor told Thorfinn that a true warrior doesn't need a sword, and that's completely true. In an era of constant war and violence, it takes so much more to not get caught up in it, to step away from it and just let the anger go and grow as a person. Thorfinn understood this during the farm arc, where he had to do something that seemed impossible, to find a place without war, slaves, or violence. He has a higher purpose, but to achieve that, you need to lead by example. Show that you are committed to that promise, be the peaceful warrior, and achieving it doing so, obtain the resources you need and find the following, then live by it. One of Thorfinn's first hurdles is needed to get resources to go to Vinland, and sees that he has to do a degrading task like kiss someone's shoes in order to do so, and he's willing to do it because he believes in his dream. And I think it's kind of mean of me to say it's a dream because he believes in it. Thorfinn believes that it's a goal rather than a dream, so he's able to get the means to go to Vinland, but I would say that this is the easiest of the hurdles upcoming. My absolute favorite character is Hild. She is literally the same as Thorfinn, wanting revenge on the person who killed her family, which is completely fair, but where this differs is Thorfinn proclaimed to be a changed person, but Hild is just still filled with so much rage. She tags along, warning Thorfinn the moment he slips up, she will be there to kill him. What I love about this, again, is the mirroring on Thorfinn. Similar to Thorfinn tagging along with his father killer, Hild is doing the exact same, except Thorfinn refuses to fight back, even accepting death if it comes to it. My love for this situation is immeasurable. I think it's my favorite part of Vinland Saga, but we'll get to that point. Thorfinn will eventually come in contact with the person that called for the death of Thor. I mean, if you expected Thorfinn to have no reaction even after all the changes undergone, I say you'd be wrong. He has been defined by this for most of his life because he wanted to avenge his father, but he's been slowly removing all the hatred that's been drowning him. But he brought back to that primal moment, the moment who defined him for so long. I love the panel too, the rage of Thorfinn coming out, so sinister, so bloodlusted. Even if Thorfinn reacted in a violent way here, Hild had every right to kill Thorfinn there. Luckily for us, Thorfinn is more than just words. His actions define who he is, a warrior that doesn't need a sword. Someone who is going to create a place where there aren't any slaves, no wars, and no violence. Finally, the most impactful moment in the manga for both the manga and to myself personally. What I find to be so beautiful about this moment is just the sudden realization from Hild. It is just an everyday thing, seeing that the hatred in her heart is finally being let go, all of the rage, all of the doubt for Thorfinn is being let go as well. She looks into the current moment, admits she can't do it anymore, goes to Thorfinn and says the words that I swear are burnt into my mind and my soul itself. Thorfinn, I forgive you. Reading this alone made my heart stop and then fill with so much joy. Yet there is so much to this. Look at how Thorfinn reacts. He walks up to Hild confused on how to feel, a quick smile of joy, and then he breaks down, just weeping with Hild telling him, "You've atoned enough. My anger is quenched." Such powerful words, and it keeps getting better. She continues, "You have worked so hard to be released from the curse of my revenge. You fought admirably." Like, think about this. She understands that her revenge is a curse that haunted not just her, but Thorfinn as well, telling him that he had fought admirably because a true warrior fighting to be a better person than he was before. Yet, even more fuel comes out as she proclaims what Thors wanted Thorfinn to become, and she tells him, "You are a true warrior." As I'm writing this, and probably as I'm recording this, there's probably water in my eyes. I look on the scene with just so much emotion. The way Thorfinn is hunched over holding Hild's hand and she's reassuring him with the hand on his back. A deep emotional scene of forgiveness, acceptance, and progression. What I think adds more depth to this is Thorfinn finally having someone who has seen him at his absolute worst. Hild witnessed him kill her family and sees him as the man he is today. The first person to witness his brutality and forgive him. All the lives that he killed clinging onto him couldn't have given him this. It means so much more when someone who has seen you at your worst finally forgives you. Yet it means even more that this revenge that consumed both of them is finally being put to rest. The cycle will no longer continue, and his friends and family are also there present as well. Understanding how much this means to Thorfinn, they are lucky that they were only able to have seen the changed man that Thorfinn had become, so it's easier to understand that he had changed. But Hild held on to so much hatred for so long, stood by Thorfinn's side waiting for the chance to kill him, just to understand that the weight of all that on your heart, the weight of all that on your soul wasn't worth it. It never is. She understands that Thorfinn is a true warrior, not just using words alone, but could help her get over this. Thorfinn has proven time and time again that he is changed and he wants to fight for everyone's right to be free of war, slavery, and hatred. Even when everyone doubts him, he continues to push through and prove people wrong. I know it's cheesy to say that an anime character is someone I look up to, but I do look up to Thorfinn. I try not to hold in anger, even through times when it's easier just to stay mad. I see the time is always fleeting and it's best to just be happy when you can. Make other people happy with your presence and actions. Better the days of people around you, because at the end of the day, I have no enemies. I hope I was able to express myself and convey what I meant really well. I tend to be an emotional person that connect with people and characters. I try to better myself each and every day, learning from my mistakes and improving. Hopefully I'll get to the point where I can call myself a true warrior. Thank you for making it to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and as we get closer to the ending of this beautiful manga, that you join me on this emotional roller coaster. Let me know if you've been reading Vinland Saga or if I've convinced you to read or watch it. Thank you again for making it to the end of the video. I've been your bestest bro, and I'll see you when I see ya. Another video in the books. Time to work on another script.
Are you forgetting something?
Oh, hey, Radio. I just finished a video. I'm about to start on another script.
I said, are you forgetting something?
Oh, you're talking about promoting the fan animation of Naruto vs. Ichigo by overworking our animator Omar until he can't use his hands anymore?
Wait, what did he just say?
Exactly. We should let your viewers know.
Until I can't use my hands anymore?
Yeah, of course. Take it away, Radio.
Become a patron today to help us finish the very anticipated Naruto vs. Ichigo fan animation. There are a variety of tiers to choose from, ranging from $2, and if you're feeling really generous, $2,500. Different perks of being a Patreon are Discord access, live streams, daily updates if Omar remembers to post it, and much more. Come and be a part of this amazing community. Thank you for all of your support.